Welcome here to our very special edition is virtual D2 baseball season in the Eastern Conference. It's between the Wheeling Cardinals at 0-1 taking on the Panthers of Kentucky Wesleyan. I'm Jansen Turner. For the play-by-play call, we have a good pitching matchup for you between Albert Baez and Bo Robinson. That's going to be a good matchup in the pitching mound. So this one's going to be a good one. We're going to go to 500, and Kentucky Wesleyan, the Panthers, looking for a perfect 2-0 start. This is gonna be a good one, my friends. Sit back with a bag of popcorn. This one's gonna be good. Two elite pitchers going up against each other. Robinson and Baez. And here is Albert Baez, 6'4", 205 for the Cardinal. So here's your starting lineup first for the Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers. Leading off is the third baseman, Brian Sesson. Batting second and playing second, Lane Kennemore. Batting third and playing first, Jared Humphrey. Batting fourth in the shortstop, Ben Wilcoxon. Batting fifth is the left fielder, Ian Ellis. Batting sixth in the designated hitter, Robert Scheika. Batting seventh is the right fielder, Art Lyons. Batting eighth is the center fielder, Zach Glenhill. And batting ninth is the catcher, Josh Bledsoe. So here we go. Here comes the first pitch by Baez. Missed it on that four-seam, 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be shot right by the shortstop, one, and that's a leadoff single. Leadoff single by Sesson. And here comes Kennemore. That was just bowling it right up the middle. What? Made a good play to try to get it. But a leadoff man is on for Lane Kennemore. First pitch is fouled off third base side, 0-1. Leadoff single by Sesson. Here comes the 0-1 pitch is fouled off again, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch by Baez. Got him looking on a slider, one away. So Kennemore is down looking. And here comes Jared Humphrey. That's a good backdoor slider there by Albert Baez. And he got him looking on that slider, and that's a big out because that sets up the double play. So here comes Jared Humphrey with one away in the top of the first. Got him down and away fastball. Home plate umpire Carol Washington at first, Carl Hendricks. Second, Woody Kellen at third, and Drummond. Those are your umpires. 0-1 pitch by Baez. Missed on a two-seamer away. We're even at 1. 1-1 count. Runner at first. And we end the first inning. So one's across the board except on the scoreboard. That is going to be a base hit right down the line. Can't get to his right fielder Rogers. It goes all the way to the wall. Rogers finally gets to it. He's going to try to go home, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Kentucky Wesleyan on a run double by Jared Humphrey, and Rogers couldn't cut it off. So it got by Rogers. I would not call that a double. I would call that a single, a double, and then a one-base error. It's right here. It got right past him, and that's why it got all the way to the wall. So a fly out. Next is Ian Ellis. So 1-0 Kentucky Wesleyan. That's going to be right up the middle. Base hit. Throwing it home, and it's going to be not in time. It's 2-0. So 2-0 Kentucky Wesleyan already. So here comes Robert Scheiker. 2-0. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by Baez, fouled off. 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch by Baez. Swing and a miss on the slider, so Baez gets out of it with just minimum damage done, but 2 hits, 2 runs on 3 hits. There was no Cardinal errors, and the Panthers left 1 on base. We played a half inning. 2-0 Panthers. So here comes Bo Robinson, 6-2. So here comes first pitch line out, then a strikeout by Robinson. So here comes Chandler Rogers. So 2 out in the bottom of the first. First pitch strike by Robinson. 0-1 to count to Rogers. Swing and a miss. 97 mile an hour, 2-seam fastball. You don't see that often. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off by Rogers. We remain at 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. He chased the high cheese. Inning over. Bo Robinson, 98 mile an hour. High cheese and a strikeout in a 1, 2-0. A leadoff triple. A leadoff triple by Eric Lyons. So here comes Zach Glenhill. Strike 1. Already 4 hits allowed. 3 of them are doubles or triples. Strike 2 there to Lyons. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the slider. 1 away. Big out there. Let's see if they would potentially walk Bledsoe, but then you get Sessions to the plate. And here comes a pitch, strike 1, but they're gonna intentionally walk Bledsoe. So that was set up to double play first and third with 1 away. So here comes Brian Sesson, 1-for-1 with a single run scored. Here comes the first pitch, strike one. 0-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch by Baez, fouled off. Jammed him, 0-2. Top of the second, 2-0 Panthers. Here comes the 0-2 pitch by Baez. Swing and a miss on a changeup, 2 away. So Baez, a strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout. So here comes Lane Kennemore, and this guy striked out the last time up. So far, he has 4 strikeouts, but 4 hits allowed. So here we go. The next pitch, Baez, swing and a miss on the slider. Big at bat here, runners at the corners, 2 out. Foul back. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Almost got him there on the slider, but barely fouled off. He stays alive, does Kennemore. 0-2. Baez got him to swing at the high cheese, but fouled back. Good battle here between Kennemore and Baez. Here comes the next pitch, and that's going to be right back to the pitcher. And then it's going to be an out. But it's going to be 3-0. So that ends the inning. It's 3-0 Kentucky Wesleyan. 3-0 Cardinals. 3-0 Panthers. Going to bottom of the second. So here we go. A fly out, a pop out. So here comes Francisco Morales with 2 away against Bo Robinson. And that fouls back, 5 straight retired by Robinson. Hasn't given up a hit or a base runner. Strike 2. People say I may be jinxing it. I probably am. But he hasn't given up a hit. Swing and a miss! 6 straight putouts by Bo Robinson. No hits, no runs, no errors, and a 3-0 Panther lead as we go to the top of the third. A home run, and it's 4-0. So the Panthers lead it 4-0. There's a single. 7 hits allowed, and they are already roaming up their bullpen. 4-0 Cougars. Panthers. 4-0 Panthers. In the top of the third, that is a strike 2. 7 hits allowed by Baez. But that's a swing and a miss. Fifth strikeout. Fifth strikeout for 3 innings is pretty good. And he's down 4-0. So 2 out in the inning. And here comes Zach Ledhill in the top of the first, and that's fouled off on a fastball that almost gets away. He struck out. And that's fouled off again. The story so far has been perfection by Robinson. And then the self-destructing pitching of Baez. He has 5 strikeouts as we made it 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball picked up by the shortstop. One onto Bramer for the 3rd out of the inning. But that home run. 4-0 Panthers. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's been the dominating pitching by Bo Robinson. 3 strikeouts. For Robinson, and he has been perfect for 2. And a ground out, so 8 straight outs for Bo Robinson. Here comes the first pitch. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd, and it's going to be picked up. And he is perfect for 3. Perfect for 3 innings for Bo Robinson. The Cardinals are still looking at a 0 in the hit column and in the base running column. Perfect for 3 is Robinson. As we go to the top of the 4th. Strikeout, flyout to start the top of the 4th for Baez. So here comes Lane Kennemore. Already in his 3rd batting appearance. We're in the top of the 4th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by Baez. Fouled off. 0-2 to count. 0-2 to count. Baez in 3.2 innings has 7 hits allowed, a walk, but 6 strikeouts. So you get the good with the bad with Baez. Got him looking! Perfect placement on the 2-seam fastball. And Kennemore knew it. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Panthers. Let's look at that perfect placement of a 2-seam fastball. There by Albert Baez. He clipped that right side corner. That's a good frame there by Francisco Morales. And Ed Drummond rings him up behind the plate. But the story has been Bo Robinson perfect for 3. And now he's perfect for 2 2/3 of an inning. For 2 outs in the 4th. So here comes the right fielder, Arc Lyons, to the plate. Perfect for 3 2/3, innings for Robinson. Fouled off. At 99 miles an hour. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and miss. 0-2 to count. 0-2 to count. The story has been Bo Robinson. Perfect 3.2 innings and a strike away from perfect for 4. Here comes the 0-2. That is going to be a shot. Picked up. Swung on the first. And he's not in time. We'll see what they say. I will say that's an error. And it is. Got to be an error. So the perfect game is gone. But the no-hitter is still intact. That was absolutely a bullet of a hit there by Arc Lyons. Should have been caught cleanly by the shortstop Connor Watt. By the shortstop Ben Wilkinson. And that's an error. So the first base runner reaches for the Cardinals. Strike one. So here comes Zach. Here comes the shortstop Connor Watt to the plate. 0-1 the count. Miss on a fastball. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Connor Watt. That's going to be a ground ball. Picked up by the catcher, and he will throw it on. So a no-hitter for 4 for Bo Robinson. As we go to the 4th. 5th, 4-0. A strikeout and then a single. So that will end the day for Robinson. Not Robinson, Baez. So here comes Logan Pillars. So Logan Pillars on the pitch. The side armor for the Cardinals after Baez only going 4 innings but 7 Ks. So a 1-out single. And then back-to-back singles now, 1st and 3rd with only 1 out to bring up Robert Shika for the Panthers. That one's going to be high and deep drive, but it's going to carry foul. That would have broke the game wide open. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's a strike. 0-2. So Logan Pillars is in the game for Baez. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 away. Big pitch there by Pillars. And here comes Arc Lyons to the plate, who's 1 for 2. That's going to be rifled in a base, and it's now 5-0. 5-0. Cougar Panthers on top. 5-0. And here comes Zach Glenhill. Ball one. Top of the fifth, 5-0. That one's going to hit high and deep carrying, but back is a left fielder and be caught by Sketsy for the third out of the inning. But the Panthers up 5-0. And a no-hitter still intact for Bo Robinson. So here we go, Robinson. Learning to keep up his no-no. And then an error to go to second, then a walk. So still the no-hitter is intact. Here comes the first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. To Tyler Livingston. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, strike two. First and second, one away. Still no hits for the Cardinals. That's going to be high fly ball. Back is Ellis. He will make the play for the second out of the inning. So 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth. No hitter for 4 2/3. To bring up the left fielder is Jack Sketsy. Here's the first pitch, strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to count. 0-2 to count. Robinson. First and second, 2 out, up 5-0. Got him looking. No hitter through 5. For Bo Robinson. Up 5-0. So here comes a big time at bat here, because if you're a Cardinal fan, you gotta get runs on the scoreboard. And that's the first hit of the game, a home run by the third baseman, Luis Dominguez. But then back-to-back outs. So the no-hitter is gone. And now they also get somebody warmed up in the bullpen. Only allowing one hit so far for Robinson. That one's real foul. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Got him looking there, 0-2. 0-2 to count, 5-1 the score. That one is hit hard, but back is the center fielder, and it's going to be caught by Glenhill for the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the seventh, 5-1 Panthers. A 2-out single. To bring up the left fielder Ian Ellis, who is 1 for 3. And a new pitcher is Nick Lusano. And that is swung on a miss on 1. On 1 the count, 5-1 top of the 7th, 2 out. And that's 0-2. 0-2 the count in the top of the 7th. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. And now, and here comes the Nolan Johnson to come in the pitch. So Johnson is in the pitch here. And they also is warming up their closer, C.J. Fairchild. So C.J. Fairchild, a walk, a double play, and a walk to bring up Tyler Livingston. So Tyler Livingston to the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th, 5-1. Foul back, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be snagged by the shortstop and beyond to the first baseman, Humphrey, for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 8th, 5-1 Panthers. Only allowing 1 hit on the Panthers pitching. Two out. Here comes the 3rd baseman, Brian Session. 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball on 1. And that one is absolutely scorched, but foul. 0-2. 0-2 to count here in the top of the 8th. 5-1 Panthers. That one's a ball, 1-2. 1-2 to count. That one's a ball, 2-2. 2-2 to count. And that one is going to be fouled off. We remain at 2-2. And then they check out the runner at first. So Sessions, 2-2, 5-1. And that's a good idea by Sessions. Full count. And he got him looking and for the inning over. And they're wasting no time. Put in their closer, C.J. Fairchild. So C.J. Fairchild, 101 mile-an-hour fastball. Home run, 5-2, then back-to-back strikeouts to bring up Chandler Rhodes. That's fouled off at 101. 0-1. 5-2, both of the runs for the Cardinals have been solo home runs. 1-1. Trying to get that fastball in there. Swing and a miss on a sweeping curve. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high cheese. That's what Fairchilds does. This is now a save situation for Fairchild because it's now a 5-2 Panther lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher Stephen Dawson coming in for the Cardinal. So here we go to the bottom of the 9th. Wilkinson. No, it's Watt, Bramer, Morales. Anybody gets on, it'll be Heiser in the bottom of the 9th. Strike 1. 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Strike 2. 0-2 to count from Fairchild. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Trying to get him up high that time. But Watt doesn't take the bait. 1-2. But does take the bait on the curveball. Perfect pitch by Fairchild. 1 away. That's just absolutely perfect execution by Fairchild. 100-mile-an-hour fastball up the previous pitch. Then change the speeds with a curveball down low. He thinks it's another fastball. Right down the middle of the plate. And he knows it too. So here comes Dante Bramer. Strike 1 at 101. 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Here comes the next pitch. Popped up. Glenn Hill has it 2 away. No, that's Bledsoe. 1 out away on the Panthers from going 2-0 on the season, dropping the Cardinals to 0-2. Fouled off 1-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off, and now the Cardinals are down to their final strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looking to go high on that high cheese. 1-2. Same exact pitch, but this time he scores it off. 1-2. 1-2 to count from C.J. Fairchild. Just missed. 2-2. Still, the Cardinals are down to their final strike. That's a ground ball. They should do it. Wilcox will throw it on the first to Humphrey, and the Panthers are 2-0 to start the Division II baseball season with a 5-2 victory over the Cardinals from Wheeling as they drop to 0-2. The story was the dominant pitching. The pitching was superb. Only allowing 3 hits. 2 hits, actually. 2 hits, and they got 13. Only allowing 4 total base runners. It's just the only weird spot besides the 2 home runs that they had a shot to score was when it was the walk and the error to put first and second with 2 out. But besides that, the Panthers on Kentucky Wesleyan are now 2-0 on the season. I'm Jansen.